Oh, I thought I was ready, and then... Okay, no, I'm leaving it. This is a start. This is the start of a podcast.
Yeah,
if you're watching the video version of the podcast, Judd's a bunch of audio waves, because for some reason, whenever I boot up the program that we use to record this shit, it messes with everything, so I have to, like, reassign what screens go to what microphone goes to what, and for some reason, I didn't check it all before starting today, so who knows what it's going to be like, but, welcome to Panic Attack Podcast. Had quite a severe panic attack, literally less than a minute before starting this one. So, but as you know,
oh cool,
it never stops. There's plenty of things that the podcast never stops. Plenty of times there's been shit go off that lesser podcasts would have been missed for, but not this one. This one, we keep it real as possible. I look stoned as shit, but no, it's not from the drug that's made my eyes red. Oh, how are you doing, Judd?
Right. I'm fine. How are you doing?
Oh, no, absolutely terrible.
I'm doing just fine. I'm just a bit tired, to be honest. That was all that was going on with me.
That's why your eyes are also red then, not from the lead drug.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Look,
yeah,
right.
All right.
I'm not. That's it on that. Not making any excuses. It's boring to bang on about. So, anyway, Judd, you know how we're quite gross.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to tell you something that was particularly gross about me recently.
Okay.
I thought that'll be entertainment. I've got quite a lot of shoes. You know what the hallway's like in my house, and they're all under the stairs.
Yeah. Because
I've got quite a few pairs of shoes, there's some that don't get worn for ages. And there was this one particular pair of like brown Vans right to the back of the.
Don't like this already.
Of the kind of shoe storage area, and I was getting ready for work because I'd run out of work clothes to wear because I can't be bothered to wash them because I shouldn't have to go into the office that often. So I put on this certain jumper. I thought, what shoes can I wear with this that are also suitable for work? I'll wear those brown Vans. So I go digging for them, and I take them out, and I don't want to say they were covered, but quite a large area of the outside of the shoes had white fuzzy mold all over them.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You know, I was making like a sort of mortified face before you even said like anything because I knew it was going to be bad.
Thoughts,
but
like
I don't know. Where's the mold come from, mold man?
I don't. I'm asking. That's what I'm asking you.
I don't know. I've never had a random white mold. Sorry, I've never had random fucking white mold just appear in my shoes.
It wasn't in the shoes, to be fair. It was only on the outside, and I wiped
it
off.
Was only on the.
I didn't leave it on either.
You wiped it off with your bare hand?
No. I wiped them off at the sink with a kitchen dish scrub thing, which it was a new one. It had not been used for food, and it got thrown away afterwards as well. So, but I don't know. I was just like, but I don't understand because there's other shoes that I've worn as little as them since moving into this house as well. And those were the only ones that were moldy. So, like, what the fuck?
What were they again?
What do you mean? What brand? Are we calling out a brand? They were brown Vans, but I've got multiple pairs of Vans that are all
clearly they need.
Fine.
Well, no, but do you have multiple pairs of brown Vans?
No.
You don't. Well, there you go then. So clearly there needs to be a mass product recall on all brown Vans.
I don't think there was a mass amount of brown Vans sold anyway. I don't think it's the most popular kind of shoe. But there you have it. Anyway, have you been up to anything?
Have I been up to anything?
Are you excited? Is everyone excited? Has everyone sat down and got the popcorn for the moment where just says he's done fuck all again?
I've done fuck all again. I've done fuck all again.
Every time.
Nothing to report. Nothing to report. So. But the thing is though, like I've not. The only thing I've got going on right now is doing a bunch of like chopping up little plastic men and putting them back together again. So it's no interesting at the minute. Well, I don't think it will be until after Christmas either, because I kind of just want to save money. So
there's a couple of things that would be interesting that I wanted to talk about to do with. I had some long-term friends over, and there's a weird, interesting dynamic there that I thought would be interesting to talk about. And I've got a couple like websites that we like to check in on that have fun activities to go on. For example, days since the last incident of blank, things like that. So stick around for those. But speaking of your Warhammer stuff, Judd, I thought it'd be quite interesting to do a sit-down, casual kind of dealio with you. This is one for the Judd fans out there.
The Judd fans, goddamn! I'll one of you.
Because that's the only fan. There's none for me. No. But what would be your like, almost like fantasy ideal Warhammer army or storyline or something like that? Because for example, like something that I could think about would be like my ideal kind of new Marvel superhero team or something like that I could kind of think of fancy-wise, or what would be an ideal video game. Some quick off the top things you could go into more detail on a Warhammer thing would be like open world, amazing, interesting story with twists and turns, things like that. So when it comes to Warhammer for you, when it comes to a storyline or an army or even just like a planet or whatever, what are you thinking?
What is my favourite?
First of all, a quick overview of what Warhammer is for people who aren't massive nerds.
It's a big sci-fi universe where everybody wants to kill each other and everybody's a bastard. There you go. And everything's really big.
Yeah, there's lots of story around this like really nerdy sci-fi universe, but the main kind of thing that you do within it is plastic model men, and you paint them and stuff, and then you play a board game essentially with them.
Yes.
There's a bunch of other stuff like video games and things. Obviously, anyway, that's the universe. So, what are you thinking?
What do you mean? So what's the question? Is this like one that I could like out of everything that already exists, or? Well,
it'd have to fit into that universe, obviously, because otherwise it'd make the universe worse. But you've got to come up with something that's like essentially like new enough, but would be like your ideal. Like you'd find it the coolest kind of thing. Like as if they released it, you'd be like, "That's totally me. I have to have that army," or something like that.
I don't know, because to be honest, the totally me thing already exists. Like everything that it's like my favorite army that exists is my favorite. I think of like, it's a weird thing to say, but like my favorite thing of anything that exists. In that, like, I don't think I've ever seen like a faction in anything before and gone, yes, that's my faction. So it actually already exists, so I don't think I could.
Well, is there no tweaks you would make to something? So for me, like when I'm relating it to something I'm really into in superheroes, Spider-Man is my favourite superhero, and for an ideal for me, I would say is someone who's basically almost entirely like Spider-Man, but maybe not from New York, maybe from somewhere that I can relate to a bit more, but that's not too important. But who has cooler powers? Because I think really, like, if you think about Spider-Man's powers, they're a little bit lame, aren't they? They're not that cool. He's like a spider. A bit gross if you think about it sometimes as well. So, and I don't really like spiders that much either. So maybe something a bit cooler. But that kind of exists in Nova, the Marvel character Nova, but his powers are too abstract and like he's just like energy guy, and they're a bit too overpowered as well. So I want it to be like the same ground level as Spider-Man. Maybe something that was a bit more like Infamous, like Infamous Second Son.
Yeah.
So these are all like examples of stuff that I'd blend into one sort of character. I don't know if that helps describe anything, or have they actually genuinely fully nailed it?
No, I mean, fully got it. They fully got it with the thing that I want. But if we were to say, if we weren't saying like what something that would suit me perfectly, if we were saying something that I'd want to see new introduced to the universe, I think I'd want an alien race that a new alien race that was introduced that was a lot more sort of like Lovecraftian sort of, because they already have this sort of Lovecraftian vibe alien race called the Tyranids, but they're bugs. Most of them are bugs, so it's quite a mindless army most of the time. It's big scary bug go chomp,
Big
and it's
scary
cool
bung.
and all. Bung, yeah, but I feel like I'd like one that played on a sort of horror and more espionage, like, you know, pulling strings behind the scenes sort of Lovecraftian feel. Then, because the Tyranids do that to an extent as well, but what that ends up just being is they'll mind fuck a bunch of humans, and then they'll go, oh, we're gonna start worshipping these bugs, and what that does is sort of draws more bugs to this planet, and then the bugs come and eat stuff, and that's kind of where it ends. It ends with the bugs eating stuff again. But whereas this one, I want it to be a lot more sort of like political, pulling the strings behind the scenes, and like controlling a world from within rather than outwardly. So it's like you have this planet that, you know, looks like it's the main human people call the Imperium. It looks like it belongs to the Imperium and everything's all okay, but actually, when you really dig down, it's controlled by this other race, which I think
that sounds great.
I think, yeah. So it's probably something I might want to go for, because right now everything is kind of like, and I mean this is just the nature of Warhammer, but it's like everything. When somebody wants to get something done, like somebody wants to own something, they usually go bang bang shoot shoot, or stab stab, or chomp chomp sometimes for the bugs.
Yeah.
But with this, it'd be obviously for the tabletop, you'd have to do that, because that you don't do diplomacy. It's not like Sith on the tabletop. You are just fighting each other. But lore, like in the story lore wise, I think it'd be cool to see an alien faction introduced that was a lot more sort of like just pulling at the strings. Is I don't know what I'd probably come up with.
So Ghost Hand says that what you're describing is close to the Alpha Legion. Saboteurs, espionage.
I know the Alpha Legion do that, but
they've not got the kind of Lovecraftian kind of like the thing monster, actual pure evil type of
the Alpha Legion, Jake, are more like what Tom Clancy shit, you know, espionage, like spy craft shit, and they're very good at it, and they are cool for that. But they're Space Marines. They're a Legion of Space Marines.
They're not kind of like. I suppose what you're describing could really fit well with them, though, in that it could almost end up being like Space James Bond, and they could be kind of like a counter to them. You'd have the Alpha Legion on the human side of espionage, and then you could have these Lovecraftian behind the scenes evil, like almost Illuminati type aliens as well.
Yeah, well, what the Alpha Legion are, they can kind of be like this, is because the Alpha Legion are one of the legions that fell to Chaos, which are the spooky, like edgy demon guys. So they can actually have that kind of twist to their espionage stuff. But what I'm talking about is like, if you've read Shadow over Innsmouth, where it's this story of this detective arriving at this sleepy sort of like coastal village known as Innsmouth, and you know the people there are just weird. They just like look a bit weird and they act a bit weird, and you know there's something going on, and then you dig deeper and deeper, and it's like, fuck, there's this thing happening behind the scenes, and there's what unknowable eldritch gods, like what the fuck is it, you know? So it's more that than the Alpha Legion are great for spycraft and stuff. But this is
thinking
more sort of,
the World's End pub.
Yeah.
The one with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. I'm thinking that. Tactical fish people would be a rad aesthetic. Tactical fish people. Now, this is the point where I'm lost for some reason.
Tactical fish people. That's.
Did they mean to say tentacle? I don't know.
No, tactical, because they're tactical and they're also cool, dude.
Yeah. I'm actually, your idea sounded good, Judd, but now I'm with Ghost Standard. Now I want tactical fish people, actually.
Tactical fish people. We can always just do fish people. Fuck it. Forget my idea. We'll just do fish people with water guns.
World of Warcraft whenever they're coming up with the next expansion.
That's how they do it. I swear to God, that's how Blizzard do it.
It is. And then they rape their employees.
Yeah, and then Jesus. Oh my God. That's not good.
No, that's awful.
Good. That's terrible.
Moving on then. So, we're going to do a quick snoop on over to a website that I love to take a look at. Bit of a yikes. Because it's neal.fun is the website, right?
Yeah.
There's all sorts of cool stuff on this website. So, for example, we've done one where it shows life statistics, shows deeper down in the sea. You can put like who was born in 1587, for example, and it shows who was born there and all sorts of stuff. It's just got. We did I don't know if it's come out yet on the YouTube channel, but we did a video where it gives you a bunch of trolley problems, and it does that. Yeah. There's one where you spend Bill Gates' money in theory. You know, it shows you how much net worth he's got.
Not really, not actually.
No, not actually. But the latest one they've added is called Days Since Incident. And this shows how many days it's been since various types of incidents. So we're going to play a quick little game of how long has it been since this incident, Judd?
Okay, all right.
How many days has it been since there was an earthquake? If you're watching the video version, you can see the answers and you can see how wrong Judd gets. If you're listening to the audio-only version, you can guess along with Judd. Remember, you can get the audio-only version on all good podcast streaming platforms, including Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you're watching the video version, you could be watching it live on YouTube or live on Twitch, or you can watch it later on after the fact. It gets uploaded after. Days since an earthquake, Judd.
We're not talking like a super. We're talking like even just a tremor here, aren't we?
Just an earthquake.
Okay.
Well, is a tremor an earthquake? I don't know.
I'd say so. I'm gonna say like 2 days ago because they fucking like one.
35 minutes ago.
35 minutes ago. I was just about to say they're happening like all the time, like actually.
35 minutes ago in Alaska. Yeah. That's why I looked at that. I was like, oh shit, I hope Alaska's okay. Obviously, this will be a little bit longer because I opened this page like some minutes ago, but whatever. Days since a solar flare.
How I feel like that's something that doesn't come around very often, or you'd hope it doesn't, because a solar flare is like just straight up like bits of the sunlight coming away from it, isn't it? Like in layman's terms, that's basically what it is. It's like
sure.
Yes. I'm gonna say like a lot, like at least hopefully a few 100,000. I want to say
two.
Two since the last one. Not a big one
all
though.
The damn time.
Okay.
Days since a magnitude 6 earthquake. So since a big earthquake.
Oh, I honestly don't think that was that long ago. Even still, I'm gonna say like 2 weeks.
Nope, 2 days.
2 days.
2 days.
2 days. I was right.
Toba, Japan got rocked 2 days ago.
Oh, did it?
Magnitude 7 earthquake, an even bigger one.
And when I can't make that joke. I can't. I'm sorry. Go on.
Yeah, we'll just brush on past that. Magnitude 7 earthquake, Judd. That was 4 days. I'm not going to give you a chance for that one because too many earthquakes.
Okay,
interplanetary shock. What's an interplanetary shock? It tells us what they are. Interplanetary shocks are disturbances in solar wind, often caused by coronal mass ejections. I'll give you a coronal mass ejection. Large shocks can cause geomatic storms on Earth. Yeah. How many days since one of them then, Judd?
5.
6. Nice. Not bad.
Okay,
what about since Category 1 hurricane?
That was 12 days ago.
It's quite close. 10 days ago.
I'm getting close. This is at least
good at this.
This is at least a C. This is a pass.
Do you want to guess the name of the hurricane? Because that's quite funny. They always give them like human names, don't they? Which I always find mildly amusing.
Benny.
No, Nicole.
Nicole. All right. Okay, Nicole.
What about since a volcanic eruption?
It was 15 days ago, the last volcanic eruption.
26. You're losing touch now.
26. God damn.
I don't know if you've noticed, but these are going up. Since a typhoon?
Since a typhoon, 30.
35.
Okay.
Since a tsunami?
40.
38 on Stromboli Island. Stromboli Island?
Stromboli
That's
Island.
not a real fucking name.
God damn it. Not Stromboli Island. Where will I get my Stromboli?
How many days since a 1 kiloton asteroid impact? That's 1,000 tons.
Okay. Can I say at least 10,000?
It's 94.
94 days ago, we got hit with a 1,000-ton asteroid.
Yep.
Should we be talking about this?
It's fine. It was in the Indian Ocean. So it
it just plopped right down into the middle. Okay, all right, nice then.
Here's one for
you.
It
didn't crash into like the prime minister or something.
No.
Right,
I think. Okay, so there's lights on these things as well, like little kind of flashing lights, and this is the first one I've seen that's red. So I think so it's how many days since a super typhoon?
Oh God,
a super one, and I think that's kind of. I think the lights are indicating how severe it is. Most of them are yellow, but this one's red. So if one of these hits, it's probably worse. 69.
Oh, okay.
Wrong response.
Nice.
There we go.
I mean, not nice.
Right. Okay. So this is the typhoons are tropical cyclones that develop in the Northwest Pacific Ocean. Oh, so nowhere else. Why? The Philippines uses Pagasas, tropical cyclone intensity scale to categorize typhoons. So, if it's less than 38 miles an hour, that's just it's called tropical depression. It's not fast enough. It's really sad. If you get 39 to 54, then that's tropical storm. Severe tropical storms 55 to 72 miles an hour. A typhoon starts at 73 miles an hour to 114. And any that's bigger than 115 miles an hour of wind, 115 miles an hour, that's crazy.
I know. And those fuckers do it. I mean, I saw one. I was watching a video the other day of one hitting somewhere. I have no idea where, but it was just ripping houses apart. It was just ripping through houses as wind. It was crazy.
So, it's only been 94 days since a 1 kiloton asteroid impact. So, how many days do you think it's been since a 5 kiloton asteroid impact?
I'm going to say 200.
282.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Let's get to some other shit.
Where?
I want to hear some like more. Oh, where?
Yeah.
You're interested in the
yeah, because there's a 5,000-ton asteroid crashing into Earth. Like, yeah.
South Atlantic Ocean. So
okay,
this to me, right? Yeah. We've had 2 huge asteroids this year at least, right? Because we've read that's 2 of it. There might have been more of those as well. How fucking lucky are we? That's not just landed on London. Might do.
Yeah.
What are the fucking odds of that?
What's stopping it from just landing in, like...
Honestly, if you know why these have landed in the ocean and are not just, like, plopping on land and, like, killing many people
I know that the Earth is mostly water, I'm aware of that, but you'd think one of them had like...
at least 2 a year, like, what's going on there? If someone knows, if someone has more info on this, please tweet at tweetsbadly and let us know what the hell's going on there. What about a cataclysmic volcanic eruption?
Cataclysmic?
Yeah.
Like, as in world end?
Well, cataclysmic... that's a VAI, volcanic explosivity index, of 4, which is less than 1 kilometer squared.
All right. That was numbers. I don't know. I'll give it 300 days since the last world-ending fucking volcanic
It's a
eruption.
bad name, isn't it? Cataclysmic. That's not right.
Yeah.
So there's actually a NASA page that monitors asteroids' trajectory, size, and chance of hitting the Earth. Oh shit! It's called Sentry. Please link that to us. We'll probably look at that on a different podcast. We actually probably will. That sounds interesting as fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get to some of the long shit. Right? Okay. How many days since the last teraton asteroid impact? So this would be
Is this
teraton? How big? How big? How big is a teraton? So it's 1 trillion tons.
Oh no! That'd just take out the planet, surely to God. I don't know. I guess we probably had one last Tuesday.
We could have with this indication.
It probably fucking just hit. It probably just landed in the middle of could have and nobody noticed.
Well, it landed in Chesapeake Bay in Virginia. That helps.
In Virginia, so it wasn't even the ocean. It was like in a lake somewhere.
It was on
like
the beachside town.
Somebody was fucking out fishing in the middle of this lake, and a fucking asteroid came and just landed right. 500
I'm putting it in
days.
my notes to look at that Sentry dealio on the next podcast. By the way, thank you. Thank you to Ghost Hand for that. I've literally written Sentry dealio, and I'm just gonna make sure I bookmark that too. How many do you say? 500 days.
500 days since the fucking world was smashed apart.
Well, close. I mean, 35 million years.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. They pulled a sneaky one on me.
Are you happy with that one? Are you happy with that one?
No, okay, that one makes sense. That one actually did some.
Well, we'll dial it down then. What about a gigaton asteroid
That's
impact?
where it. Hold on. Wait a second. Did you say Michigan?
No, Virginia.
Was it Michigan? Virginia.
Yeah.
It wasn't Virginia then. Surely to God. It was like,
yeah. After that, it wasn't. It was. Yeah. Anyway,
the fucking even the continents weren't right or anything, were they? Because surely it was that impact that I don't know, changed the whole fucking layout of the planet and stuff. I would have thought. Oh well.
Right. How about? So we're gonna do the biggest tsunami and the biggest volcanic eruption on here. No, and the biggest earthquake as well. So, right,
okay.
Biggest earthquake that it lists on here, magnitude 9.5 earthquake. It just says severe widespread destruction. How many days, Judd?
I think that was actually fairly recently, you know. I think that was that one that happened in Haiti? I'm gonna say how long ago was that? I'm gonna say 900 days ago. If it doing it in days,
I don't think it reached the magnitude. That one you're on about reached the magnitude we're talking about here, Judd, because it was 22,823 days.
Okay,
it was in Lumaco in Chile on 22nd of May 1960. So 60s. That's a massive destruction.
Yeah.
How about an apocalyptic volcanic eruption?
So what?
This is
so one volcanic,
more than 1,000 kilometers square of volcanic eruption.
I'm gonna give you 4,000 years ago.
It's a bit more than that, Judd. It's 969,000. 9,691,806 days.
Damn.
It's about 26,500 years ago.
So how old will I have been then?
Just about 17.
All right, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
I remember that. I remember that being on the news actually.
What about a 500-meter high mega tsunami?
500 How would they know? How would they know that this happened?
Well, there
How
might have
would
been
they
video
know?
footage if it was recent enough,
2
or
million
it might
years
not have
ago.
been recent enough to have videos. I'm not going to give you a clue.
I don't know. That because the volcanic eruptions and like the meteor impacts, I can get them like having evidence for like that from so long ago. But this a mega tsunami, big wave. I know it's gonna do a lot of stuff, but like
500 meters.
I know. I'm diminishing it a bit by just calling it a big wave.
That's like
but
300 of me on top of each other.
I know.
And that is a very cool human pyramid.
Yeah. But no. I'm gonna say like 50 years ago.
50 years ago. How many days is that then, Judd? No, I'm not going to make you do that. it's 50 years ago. So it was in Lituya Bay, AK. I don't know where that is. Don't know where AK is.
I thought you were gonna say AKA, like it's also known. Okay.
No, it just. Or maybe maybe the place is AK. Maybe that's what it's
the place is called AK.
Maybe.
And then is that like a cousin city to Tak and the power of Juju?
Don't come under with that shit. July 10th, 1958. So.
Okay. That was close.
It's more like 65 years ago. It's 23,506 days. So you not terribly far off that, relatively. But isn't that interesting?
Yes, I suppose. I suppose.
More interesting stuff, Judd.
All right.
Centridelia. Oh yeah, that's what I've just put on here.
You're just reading that like, what the fuck is that? Who put that on this list?
Have you? You're how old are you, Judd?
I'm 23 years old. Oh god.
And how many friends would you estimate you have who are around your age?
Friends that are around my age.
Ish.
Are we
Don't have to be
talking
that
about
close.
how regularly do I have to see them? Do I just consider them friends, or
They
like
could be long-term friends, but like enough to the point where they've been a decent part of your life?
I'd say 20?
20.
Like, because I know I've got more than that on Facebook, but that's not real. That is it. That's
it's not.
Real.
So, what about like how many of those have started getting married and stuff like that? Getting married, having kids, things, all that sort of junk.
A few, a couple, not many.
Yeah, so because recently I had my friends Dan and Lizzie over, and I was in a folk band with them a long time ago called Focus, and it wasn't just us three. There was a couple other members of the band, and what's weird for me is I've known them since I was like, I've known Dan since I was like 13. 12, something like that. And then I've known Lizzie since I was 14, well, more kind of close to 15. And I'm now 25, nearly 26. So a long time, 10 years at least. And I've known them as just like separate friends, like for a long time. Not like separate friendship groups. We were in the same friendship group, but like they weren't together and they got together like later on in life. And I still think I've known them longer as without being a couple than being a couple, but I could very well be wrong on that. And what was really weird for me to see recently was that they got engaged, and big ups to them. It's really interesting and nice for me to have extra memories on top of potential other people of them, getting to know each other before they were friends. But it's so odd. Like, you don't feel right. Like, there's something, it feels like there's a disturbance in the force when people who have known like that for that long are doing things like getting married and that and getting engaged. It feels weird. How much experience have you had with this so far?
Not a whole lot. I think I've only been at like one friend's wedding.
So you've actually even been to a wedding?
Yeah.
I haven't been to a friend's wedding.
To be honest, it's awful saying this because like he's definitely a friend. Like, it's not like he's not a friend, but I wouldn't say he was like a close friend or anything that I went to the wedding of. I was very happy to go, and I loved being at the wedding. You know, I love the both from the wedding. Dan and oh my god. Peck! Oh my god, Pex! Oh my god, I forgot Pex. I forgot to name them for a second. Holy shit! That's what a friend am I. But I had a great time. Yeah. What was the point? What point was I trying to make here? I don't know.
You were just telling me that you've been to a wedding and how you felt about it.
Yeah, no, it was fine. Like it was nice. We had a great time. I didn't really think, this isn't like. I suppose because Dan was more a childhood friend, wasn't he? And I suppose, yeah. So I don't know. I don't think I really have something as comparable, even though I went to the wedding, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be invited to the wedding necessarily because we don't really speak very often anymore. Like, we should do. We should start speaking a bit. We should start seeing each other a bit more often.
Because of the incident.
All right. Do you want to make up what the incident was then, Chud?
Well, we don't talk about the incident.
I thought we didn't talk about Bruno.
We don't, for fuck's sake. It's not funny. It's not funny.
I didn't like that one.
No.
Why did that one rub you up the wrong way so much?
I just didn't because I liked that I was doing a bit where the bit was that we bring up this incident but we never ever talk about it because it's so bad, and then you just made a fucking shit Disney joke. You just ruined it by just making a fucking.
Sorry, I'll just go and be depressed again over there. I'm like, I wasn't supposed to start the fucking podcast.
That's like doing a Let It Go joke. Like, what the fuck are you doing? This isn't that's not comedy. It's not real comedy.
Well, I guess I'll just go and kill myself then. Fuck it. Okay. No, but it's really weird. It's weird and nice. I don't know. It's one of those. It's another one of these topics, right? That I've just brought up and realized. What the fuck am I supposed to even say about it? Because it feels like there should be loads of sort of thoughts and things to feel around it. But when you actually start thinking about it, it's like, well, I suppose good for them, you know?
yeah, that's all you can really say about it. Because it's not like a bad thing. It's just a strange feeling. I suppose.
It's there's no bad. It's good and strange. Those are the weird things. When I was saying this to Lizzie, how like when they were coming over, it felt like she was gonna come over as a friend, and he was gonna come over as a friend.
Okay.
Just 1 second. Are you okay in there? What's going on? Oh, okay. Just hearing a bunch of banging through the walls and everything. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Is she alright? And it's like, I'm just trying to find some leggings. I'm cool. So, yeah, it was odd that it felt like they were coming separately. Which I obviously knew they weren't, and then I'm like, oh, and then it's kind of I can link that in my head that they're together, so they're obviously coming together and things like that. And I weren't actively thinking these sorts of things; it's kind of just subconscious brain processing. And then every so often, I'd kind of clock into, and oh fucking hell, yeah, they're even getting married, they're engaged, and it's just nuts. It's weird. I have to kind of re-clock into it every so often, but. I mentioned this to Lizzie when she was here, and she was like, "Yeah, I guess." And she had the same reaction of kind of like you could see on her face, but kind of like, I don't really know what to say about it though. So she kind of just went, "Yeah, shall we like kiss or something?" Like,
what, you and her?
No. As in her and
weird.
Dan.
That's a weird way to process things. Yeah, I guess that is weird. Let's make out.
She does it like fucking Avatar, you know, when they link the spindly things to like understand each other better or some shit.
Yeah. Maybe this will help you understand.
Oh god, but no, it does dawn on me though that I've not seen them. Like, they don't act any differently together now that they're together or now they're engaged or anything around me than they ever did, which I think is part of why it's hard to kind of weirdly process that they're together and things like that. And that's why she said, shall we kiss? What's also weird is I have seen them kiss before, but not when they were together. So,
Huh.
let's take that. Well,
Maybe
it's not, that's
now
not
they
an interesting
don't kiss.
story either. But
Maybe now they don't kiss because they are together.
well, you know what it's like when you're married. And they're
Yeah.
going to be married. Holy shit! We can actually make those jokes. It's like, oh god. But anyway, if anyone's got any stories about that sort of feelings or thought process, you can tweet at Tweets Badly as well, and we'll respond and talk about it and all sorts of junk. But I don't know. Thought it was interesting and to talk about. Whenever me and Dan see each other now, which is like once every 2 years apparently, we end up getting really drunk and staying up while 3-4 in the morning discussing politics, and that's it. That's all we end up doing. Which we were fucking sat on my sofa downstairs at like 3 a.m. discussing the benefits of a worker-owned system versus privately owned system and all sorts. I don't know, but anyway, Judd, I've got a little game to play that I think could be fun.
A game.
A game.
Oh.
It's called More or Less. And we're going to work together on this, I think.
I don't want to play.
There's a bunch of different categories. We might not get to all of them today, but I'll give you the pick of categories. It's a great website. It's just called moreorless.io. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 total categories on it. So it needs fleshing out, really. I think they'll keep adding to it. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3,
okay.
6, 7. Oh, there might be more than that. There might actually be more than that. But anyway, basically, we just have to guess more or less on whatever categories there is. So I'll give you kind of a narrowing down category first, and then we'll pick an option. So do you want to pick from YouTube, Twitch, people, world, movies, social media, games, or Spotify?
Let's do a YouTube one.
Okay, so on the YouTube ones, we've got YouTube views, YouTubers, PewDiePie video views, German YouTubers, League of Legends YouTubers, German League of Legends YouTubers, Fortnite YouTubers, and beauty YouTubers.
No, German Fortnite YouTubers then, or
No.
German beauty. Fortnite or beauty doesn't exist in Germany.
Yeah. They've not got around to that yet.
No. I think just YouTubers.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's subscriber counts from each YouTuber, so we'll do that. Okay, so we have to decide together. My high score on this so far is 4. So you keep playing until you get one wrong, and then that's how much score you got. So we can do as many tries as we want, really. Who's got more subscribers, PewDiePie or this weird Japanese channel called One Meal a Day with some like Chinese, Japanese, I don't know what kind of symbols, the Asian kind of symbols in there?
I'm gonna say PewDiePie. I'm gonna say Mr.
PewDiePie.
They've
got 4.4 million essentially.
Okay.
Who's got more, those or Smosh? I know it's Smosh, so
okay, yeah,
because they've got 25 million. Smosh or Infinite? Do you know this guy?
Who is that's a guy then?
I'm just gonna share my screen with you, Judd, so you can see the icons, because I think that'll help you. Yeah, I think it's a guy, and I think I've seen his face about before, and I think I've kind of more seen it in YouTube Shorts. Pretty sure he won't have as many as Smosh. I would guess maybe around 6 million at most.
I think he's got 2 whole millions.
Whoa, it was close.
Oh, it was close.
19.3.
Yeah. I never even heard of the guy.
This is a throwback. The Syndicate Project.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure they always hover around 10 million. I'm pretty sure there was a meme about them getting 10 million about 4 times.
This isn't slander. Did he do something weird? Syndicate.
He did run he almost kind of run kind of like a fake gambling site or something.
Wait, hold on. She said that one of Cassell's staff members brought her a morning after pill following the following day. Cassell denied the allegations describing the situation as character assassination by social media. He said that the sex was consensual. What happened? What's happened with
consensual sex? No. Don't put this out of proportion. Every single public figure has some sort of accusation thrown at them like this, and some of them are true. Right?
Damn.
Damn,
where's mine? I'm not famous yet.
A CSGO skins kind of like loot box site that kind of didn't do anything necessarily wrong, I don't think, but it was like really sketchy. And he did it with another guy as well, and I don't know, he just streams now. I'm pretty sure he's got less subs, so I'm clicking less. Oh yeah, he's actually gone down. I'm sure he's at 10 mil before, 9.7. Oh god, this is going to be the hard one, Judd. What about Chapkiss Dance USA?
Who?
Is a dance channel going to have nearly 10 million subscribers on YouTube? On Fortnite, maybe. On fucking TikTok is what I meant to say. On Fortnite, they might do.
I don't know. I actually don't know with that one. I could see them having more than Syndicate, to be honest.
I think less. I think it's got to be less.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Do you feel strongly either way? I don't feel massively strongly.
I don't feel strongly either way. So.
Yeah, they're not even got a million.
Wow.
Listen, right?
Okay.
This kind of layout is the same as that first kind of Asian channel we got, and they had a lot of subs. So I think these are going to have more.
I think I have to agree with you.
Yes.
Yeah,
right,
look at
3.
that.
8.
Look at that.
Ooh, this is hard. Rockstar Games will have a lot of subs for trailers of games and things like that.
Yeah. I'm going to say more. I think they've got like 5
they've got
million.
More than 3.8 still. It's still just a games thing. It's not like personality or anything.
I think they're going to have 5 million. About 5 million.
I'm going to go with you then. Oh, even
there
more.
We go.
You're right.
There we go.
I'm pretty certain Lily Pons has maybe about 20 million subs.
Actually, it's pronounced Lily Pons.
Okay, sorry. I'll try again. Lily Pons.
Lily Pons. Like
more.
That.
She's got more.
More.
I know she's got more.
There we go.
Microsoft. There's no way Microsoft's got loads of subs. Now, the Ellen show is going to have a lot. These late night shows and things like that, they get a lot of subscribers.
Okay, yeah.
Holy shit, I didn't think it'd be quite that many, but
Remember that time when the Joker went on the Ellen show and fucking shot her in the face?
All right.
I don't remember that.
What about Aniesa? We're smashing this, by the way. I think they're going to have less. I mean, 38.3 million is a lot. I mean, they've got a lot, but Rice Gum.
Rice Gum.
Ooh. I think it might be a bit less.
Less.
It's a lot, though. It was close, 10.1.
Oh, that made me...
T-Series has got the most on the entire fucking platform. This is insane. This number is just wrong. This shouldn't be a thing. Sidemen has less. They've got 16.2. The Rock. I don't think The Rock's going to have 16.2 million, but he's going to have a lot. He might have like 10 million or something like that.
I think less.
Yeah, this makes sense. Yeah. Will Smith Vivo.
Oh.
Will Smith Vivo. It's
he made
music,
Smith. Remember?
It's Will Smith Vivo. I think that's going to be less.
Yeah.
For his Vivo. So. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Jelly. Right, now.
Jelly.
This is going to be one of those ones we've just never heard of that's got like 40 million subs.
Is this some sort of kid thing like Coco Melon? Where it's
it could
just like...
be. This is what I'm thinking.
Okay, then I'm going to definitely say more. I'm going to say more.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. It's like, it's yeah. That
22.9 versus KSI. Did he break 23 mil? I think he might have. He probably has by now.
I'm gonna have to leave this one up to you, but I think
this is going to be very close. More. It's around this, but I think it's a bit more.
Oh shit!
It was the same, no? But didn't the other one have 23.9? Or was it 22.9? I forgot.
It must have been 22.9 because you'll have to run that back.
Badabun. See, this could be something like Darman or something like that. You know.
I think less.
We're going less.
I think.
Oh
less.
shit!
Oh, no!
45.7 million. Oh my god, that's only a silver medal for 18.
Damn.
Okay, I think we did pretty damn good. You know, let us know if you did any better or worse, audience. Right, what do we want now, Judd? We've done a YouTube one, so Twitch, people, world, movies, social media, games, Spotify.
Let's do Spotify.
Spotify. Do you want to do monthly listeners, artist followers, or top tracks?
Let's do. Monthly
listeners is the most popular one, I think.
Let's do that one.
So we've got Jason Derulo, essentially 30.1 million monthly listeners. That's a lot, by the way. My high score on this is 11, and Saint John spelt wrong. Hope he's got less. I'm clicking less because fuck spelling your name. Will Smith. I don't think many people are listening to Will Smith nowadays, but but he's got some historical songs that'll be on DJ's playlist, which is basically Spotify.
Yeah.
So does that get him to 10.6? I would say not quite.
I don't think so, because monthly listeners is like regular. Who's listening to him now?
I know, but you'd be surprised how much of a difference having like classic songs makes. But should we risk less anyway?
Sure.
Whoa, that was close.
Whoa,
JME.
yeah, okay.
I'm pretty sure JME has less than this. Do you remember JME?
No. Who is that?
Oh my god, he's not even got 1 million. Imagine Dragons has definitely got more.
Imagine them, Jake.
My
the
god.
misery. Everybody wants to be my
Arcane. That's actually from Arcane.
It will be. That'll be from Arcane. That
Sean Kingston, your way to beauty. That's it. So less, but he's fucking still got a lot. Now he does like dance music and stuff, and he's a big producer. So I actually think he's got more.
Okay, fair enough then.
Yes. Yeah. Now Despacito. Does Despacito get 12 million plays every month? Because it actually might do.
I don't know, like, because aren't people fucking sick of hearing it? Like,
I heard it on I heard it in a store or something yesterday.
Yeah, but that's radios, though, isn't it? Like, I think like people are actually.
Yeah, I suppose this is Spotify.
Yeah,
I think it's more, man. He's got the
the
fucking
less.
Thingy. What's it called? The like South American Hispanic audience. What are we gonna do? Flip a coin?
They don't.
A coin. Call it, Judd. Call it. Heads or
tails. I always do tails.
Tails. All right. We'll press less then.
It apparently never fails. Fuck, it failed.
You fucking okay. Right.
All right.
Fair enough. See, I'm the music man, and I do come from down the lane, and I can play.
What do you play?
I play Spotify, and I'm aware of people's monthly listeners. Let's do one more category then. Well, one or maybe two. We'll see how far we get. Twitch, people, world, movies, social media, or games.
Oh, God. Oh, games. Oh, God.
Which one of these games are most badly then? We've got Animal Crossing, New Horizon, Fishes and Insects. What the fuck? League of Legends champion skins, League of Legends champion prices, League of Legends champion win rates, CSGO weapon prices.
I think it would be fun to do win rates, and I add my actual knowledge, and you add who you think looks cool.
Yeah. I'll do who looks cooler based on just the icons, because the left person, all I can see is an arm and a torso, and the right one looks like a badass devil woman, so I think this one is cooler.
So, Tarek has a 53.36 win rate.
I would probably guess that's mid, to be honest, for a win rate. I think basing on like win rates in Apex and things like that, and what characters pick, 60% is quite high, and plus any more than that's like really good.
Yeah, but like there's like 200 plus champions in this one, and there's 5 each side. I don't know if that you have to take that into account as well. That seems high for Tarek. I didn't know it was that high, but Shyvana's pretty good as well. I might have to. We're gonna fail this one immediately. Watch.
There's two things you have to think about: how good the character actually is, and how many good players like to play them.
Yeah,
because good players playing them makes a huge difference.
I don't know. I think maybe I think honestly, this could be either. This already could be either. Fuck it, we'll do higher. We'll fail immediately and do higher.
Yes!
Oh my god!
It was mega close.
Right.
So now we've got Shyvana or Rumble. Now, Rumble looks like a much more interesting character. I like this little tiki ass kind of like gerbil? I don't know.
Yeah, you remember Heimerdinger from Arcane. Rumble is one of what Heimerdinger is. So, Rumble, though, I've got to probably say lower. I'm going to say lower.
Okay. Correct.
Okay, all right.
Now, we've got Rumble or Kiana. Kiana looks like a spoilt basic bitch, and I hope she's shit.
I I don't think she is. I think Kiana has probably got a higher percentage win rate than Rumble. I think.
Oh, it was so
God.
close. Okay,
Right,
so
okay.
Kiana or Jinx. Now, I've heard of
Okay.
Jinx, and Jinx
There you go.
could be sexy if she was overage. I don't know if
She
she is, though.
She is now. I'm sure she's like. I'm pretty sure in league law she's like 20 something. I
Yep.
don't know about in
Well,
Arcane.
anyway,
I think.
who knows?
Anyway, I'm pretty sure Jinx is higher than Kiana.
Correct. Only just.
My God, I'm just get
Jinx
Jace.
or Jace. Jace is. It's not as cool as Jinx. I want Jinx to be higher.
I don't know actually. So he's a top laner. I'm gonna say higher for Jace actually.
That was actually one of the biggest differences.
Yeah. It was.
We've got time for another one.
Yeah.
Do you want to do Twitch, people, world, movies, social media?
I think we should do this IMDb ratings one actually.
IMDb ratings, okay.
Yeah.
Sing 2. Does Sing 2 have a higher rating than Open Water?
It will. I'm telling you it will. Yeah.
Desolation of Smaug? No, that's going to be less.
What, really? You're going to say it's going to be less than 7.5?
Yeah.
The Desolation of Smaug?
People don't like the Hobbit movies.
No, but these are critics. We're not talking about...
No, this is IMDb. This is IMDb scores. That takes into account everything. So I think less.
Oh. I don't know then, actually, because if it was...
I don't think critics
I don't know.
like the Hobbit amazingly.
Yeah.
Kids' animated movies get loads.
Yeah.
Because they get high ratings from parents, and then they get high ratings from critics for some reason as well.
You're a fucking
That was
idiot.
close. Let's try again.
Idiot.
Cars 2 is going to have more than Master.
Yes.
I didn't know this was accounting for porn movies.
Jesus.
Look, it's an old movie, so people fucking like it for some reason. That's my thinking.
Well, will they like it more than Cars 2? Will they like it more than Cars?
It's not Cars though. It's Cars 2. Is the
yeah. That's the thing. I don't know. No, if there's Cars 1, there'd be no competition. But this is Cars 2 that we're talking about.
I think
I'm gonna say. I think less. Still.
See, I told you it'd be an 8. I even called it.
Why?
Now Psycho's going to be high because that's a classic.
I feel like that'll be a 9 at least. As Psycho, yeah.
Ooh,
8.5. Okay.
Now this is not going to have a higher rating than 8.5.
Is that what they called it? The Fast Saga.
The Fast Saga, 2021.
Jesus fucking
This looks
Christ,
like it's got Childish Gambino in from this fucking pixelated screenshot I can see.
It does look like Childish Gambino.
I think it's actually ludicrous, but Full Metal Jacket now this is going to have a lot.
Yeah, that'll be up there because it was Kubrick, so
that's going to have more. 8.2, correct? So Full Metal Jacket 1987, 8.2, or The Boat.
What did you think of Full Metal Jacket, by the way?
I think it's too old for me.
I think out of all of Kubrick, because you don't like Stanley Kubrick stuff normally, but I think out of his all of his stuff, you'd probably like that one the most. You might not enjoy like the movie, but I think out of all of his stuff, you'd probably enjoy that one the most. So.
Okay, so do we think The Boat from 1981 will get a higher rating than it? I've never heard of The Boat, so I have
heard of The Boat. It's like a below sort of suspenseful thing. I think
less,
fairly famous, but I don't think it's as high up as Full Metal Jacket. So I think I'd say less. Oh my God!
Oh, it was so close. It was 0.1 off.
Damn.
Okay, should we do one more of a different kind? Do you want to do like YouTube views, net worth of people, country size, something like that? Cost of movies? Population by country? Most visited websites?
Let's do something about the world.
Okay. Country size, design history, largest cities in the United States, rainfall in Europe. We know a lot about rainfall in this fucking country. Population by country, country population density.
Let's do design history.
Design history? What the fuck is this going to be?
I don't know.
So, I guess it was when a certain design was invented?
Yeah, but are we saying invented or was the sort of style because
we're
because
saying
that's
if it was
1990.
If it was
I don't know. Are we saying? What
Before.
are we? So what's it trying to ask here?
Oh, it's in German. Right, okay, fuck this. I don't know what's going on here. Pick a different one.
We'll do population by country. Why not?
Okay, which country has more population? Sao Tome and Principe or North Macedonia?
I think North Macedonia has a higher population.
Well, the town we live in has a higher population than,
Yeah,
than Sao
I
Tome
never.
and Principe.
I've heard of North Macedonia. I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever heard of Sao Tome and Principe.
I knew North
Yes,
Macedonia
okay.
wasn't a big country, but
Yeah.
Lebanon. Ooh.
Lebanon's bigger than North Macedonia. It's surely.
Okay.
Really,
Lebanon.
Jake?
Tunisia.
Tunisia.
We've been to Tunisia. There was quite a few people where we were. It seems like quite a populated country.
I should have stood up. I should have put a soapbox down. I should have stood on top of it. I should have gone, excuse me, everybody, and they would have all gotten together, and I would have gone, how many are you? And they would have told us.
I thought you were going to say they'd all gather around and you start going 1, 2, 3, 4.
yeah. I'm like, everybody get around. Everybody get like they all come around and then just go right. 1, 2.
Are we going higher?
I think higher. I personally think higher.
Yes, it is higher. 12 million. So Tunisia, or another place we went to when we were kids, Turkey. I feel like Turkey's got a little bit less for some reason.
See, Tunisia have got the whole sort of thing. Like if we look at the flag, they got the whole thing sort of like.
I can't get a map up because it's going to leak my address. I think lower for some reason. I don't know why.
Do you think they're going to pull a fast one on us? Because I think it could be either of these. So if you want to go lower, then. Well.
It was like 83 million. Look,
that's
right.
considerably more.
We did all right there, right? That's not too bad.
That's good enough.
Cool. That's a podcast. Thanks for podcasting with us, folks. Haha. You did it. And now Judd will say his thing that he says.
Sometimes things do go according to plan.
Yeah.